Ladies and gentlemen, here's a brief overview of all the great programs and academies we now have at East High School. We will start this evening with Desiree Garrick and her East Lower School update.
The 2016-2017 school year has been a great year for East Lower School so far. We are working to be tenacious, think purposefully, and advocate for selves and others. This shows in everything we do, including academics and behavior. We are implementing restorative practices at our school, and our decrease in suspensions show it. We have had fewer suspensions each month than we did last year. Our teachers know that we can't learn if we aren't in class, so they work with us to fix any problem and get us back to work. Academics at lower school aren't looking too bad either. We are coming off a strong performance in both ELA and math from last year when we continue to grow. Our average GPA is up to 2.46 from 2.11. We can't wait to see what the rest of 2017 has to bring for East Lower School. On a personal note, I really like that we are able to plan more events through the Lighthouse Committee and that the whole entire 8th grade is going to Washington, D.C.
Thanks, Desiree. Now here's Zaire Hellman with information regarding our East High Freshman Academy.
The Freshman Academy continues to focus on our goals of 90% attendance and successfully passing to 10th grade by earning a minimum of 5 credits and passing 2 regional exams this year. Scholars have visited 2 college campuses and plan to visit 2 more before June. Our teachers and scholars are working hard to achieve high standards through our Freshman Academy project. In addition to a focus on academics, all are using restorative practices to peacefully resolve conflicts, which continue to be evident in our reduced suspension rates. We continue to keep an end in mind, understanding the 22-5-80 campaign and that graduation is expected. Personally, I thought 9th grade was going to be hard, but it isn't as hard as I thought. Hillside offers after-school tutoring on Tuesdays and Thursdays to help with work. Support is another period in my schedule where I can catch up on work and study for tests. If I needed help with anything, I know I can go to a staff member. I am proud of myself for meeting the attendance goal, and I made honor roll for the first time. Even though I am in 9th grade, I was able to skip to JV basketball. East has a great learning environment. I am proud to be an East Scholar.
Thank you, Zaire. Now it is my pleasure to update you on the state of our Upper School Academy. At East, we are taking charge of our future by being tenacious, thinking purposely, and advocating for self and others. We have 817 scholars of all races, ethnicities, shapes, and sizes. But what we have in common is greatness. 21% of our scholars are English language learners, 16% are scholars with disabilities, and 100% of us are worthy of a world-class education. We have a 22-5-80 campaign. That means we must earn at least 22 credits, pass at least 5 regional exams, and score 80 or higher on them to show college readiness. Graduation is an expectation. Go East! This just in, breaking news. Ms. Courtney and her chemistry students are venturing into space. Here's Binti with more details.
In chemistry, we designed experiments to test the effect of microgravity and wrote research proposals for a national review board describing our experiment. Our hard work paid off. The review board chose our experiment to fly to the International Space Station. We will be testing the effect of microgravity on the rate of chlorophyll degradation in spirulina, a type of phytoplankton. Spirulina is used as a food source for humans as well as major oxygen producers found at the bottom of the food chain. East is one of the only 21 schools in the U.S. and Canada chosen to participate in this program. A partnership with NASA using the ISS as a national laboratory. In the summer of 2017, we will be able to proudly say that East High has literally flown to space and will contribute to scientific knowledge for the future of our planet.
Next, we'll be highlighting a few of our scholars' career pathways. Here's Majestic Trammell with an update on our culinary program and their achievements to date.
The advanced culinary students led by Chef Jeff Cristiano have also been cooking up a storm. This past summer, along with the American Heart Association, we planted the farm-to-table garden in our school's courtyard. Then, in partnership with the Aranacoy Kiwanis Club, we prepared 1,200 Thanksgiving dinners on Thanksgiving Day. We also fed over 500 students and staff at this year's many FACE events. Our student chefs also prepared dinner for the Beechwood Police Appreciation Dinner in December. However, what is most exciting is the anticipated opening of 2 restaurants. East High's on Meadows Cafe will open the first week in February, and our graduate and student-run Caribbean Soul Fusion restaurant at the Village Gate called RICE, stands for Rochester Youth Culinary Experience, will be opening by the end of January. East Culinary Department will continue to strive to offer our scholars real-world, hands-on experiences in hopes of preparing the great chefs of the future.
Thanks, Majestic. It's now time to hear from a teaching and learning scholar. Here's Nachali Guzman with her thoughts on the TLI program this year.
The Teaching and Learning Institute, now in its 21st year, continues to support students interested in career in education and leadership. This year, our TLI students will spend over 100 hours observing and assisting in elementary school classrooms. Our TLI seniors are currently preparing for their 80-hour paid internships as teaching assistants. Personally, I like everything about TLI, especially how we are able to work with others.
Thanks, Nachali. Now it's time to visit the optics lab. Here's Jonathan Gonzalez and a brief tour.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Gonzalez, and I'm going to give you a brief tour of East High's optical manufacturing program. Come on in. Now, this lab itself has all the equipment and functionality of a real live optical manufacturing facility in Rochester. Optics in Rochester is a $3 billion industry with 3,000 jobs. This program gives me an opportunity to not only learn skills for optics manufacturing, but just life skills in general that will help me in the real world. What I like about this year's class is I'm at the point where I take a blank like this, where you can't really use it, into an actual lens that will be used for a variety of things, from cell phone lenses to space telescopes. This lens in particular will be used as a master lens for other students to use to test their products. I'm going to finish this tour with 2 photographs. The first one is of last year's East High graduate, Ricardo Voorhees. He was interviewed on Thursday, he graduated on Saturday, and on Monday he started working full-time at a company called Applied Image right down the street from this school. The final image is of Optical Society of America's 100th anniversary, where several East High students were invited by Congresswoman Louise Slaughter herself to come check out the exhibit, see what's going on in Rochester, and to take pictures with several Nobel Prize winners.
Lastly, here's Jenalise Lugo and an important visit to the East Vision Care Center.
This year, under the advisement of our instructor, Mr. Newman, East High Vision Care students have worked with many student patients during East High Vision Care clinics and surrounding elementary schools. Last year, the program moved into full swing as scholars fitted 500 RCSD students with glasses. Yet this year appears even more promising. As we approach the midterm, our vision care program at East has already created more than 350 pairs of glasses. Personally, I enjoy learning this important skill which could lead to more career opportunities. But it also allows me to see you more clearly.
Thank you all for your attention this evening. We hope our words shed some light on the bright scholars and programs we have at East High.